This is News 12, Varsity's Game Time. This afternoon from the Menon Arena in Morristown, New Jersey, it's the 2017 New Jersey non-public state championship game as the Ironmen of Don Bosco Prep take on the Green Wave of Delbarton. Hello again, everyone. Lou Brogno alongside on the call, Dylan Butler. We welcome you to the Menon Arena. Tremendous matchup for the non-public championship. A matchup of two top 5 teams in the tri-state area.
Lou, it doesn't get any better than this, and with all due respect to the public A and B championships, this is truly the state championship in this great state of New Jersey. I can't wait.
Well, Don Bosco Prep, a 20-win season for the Ironmen this year. This is a team loaded with offensive talent, and one of the top snipers in the state of New Jersey, no question, is their outstanding junior forward, Mickey Burns, who's already committed to the University of Vermont, and he's a guy that can light the lamp.
Yeah, he really can. Burns is so dangerous, great pair of hands, really quick as well, and he's not afraid to get to those dirty areas to score those goals. So he is very much the focal point, I'm sure, for that stout Delbarton defense.
Of course, Delbarton has their outstanding Division I player as well. He's just a sophomore. Jack Malone has committed to the Ivy League, Cornell University, and this guy is a tremendous player, really, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, Lou, I think when you look at Malone on the ice, you've got to double-check the roster to make sure that it's accurate that he's a sophomore. He is big, he is strong, he gets himself in front of the net, and he's so hard to move when he's there. Great on faceoffs as well. Another guy with terrific pair of hands. He is certainly the guy to look out for Delbarton.
Well, this is a rematch of the 2013 state championship game. Don Bosco Prep is looking for their first New Jersey state title. Delbarton looking for their 12th. So we're just moments away from dropping the puck. It's Bosco, Delbarton for the New Jersey state title in non-public. And it's coming up next right here on News 12, Varsity's Game Time.
The love, yeah, it's in our souls. The passion, it's in the cheers. And in that pivotal moment, we live and die with every pass, block, steal, and game-winning dunk. And we wouldn't want it any other way. Don't miss a minute. Download the News 12 Varsity app today.
This is News 12, Varsity's Game Time. This afternoon from the Menon Arena in Morris Township, it's the 2017 non-public state championship game as the 4th-ranked Ironmen of Don Bosco Prep take on the number 1-ranked Green Wave of Delbarton. Lou Brogno alongside Dylan Butler here on the call for the state title game here in the Garden State. Two great rivals in the Gordon Conference. Don Bosco Prep, coached by Greg Toscas in his 11th season, 20 wins on the season, 6 losses and 1 tie. And Delbarton, another sensational year for the Green Wave, coached by Hall of Fame coach Bruce Chattel in his 16th season, 26-1-2. They come in on a 9-game winning streak. And Delbarton playing in their 9th final in the last 10 years.
That's just remarkable, considering, of course, the level of competition that they play, and of course, also just how difficult it is just to get through the Gordon Conference. I mean, so many tough teams this year. Pope John, St. Augustine, just to name a couple, of course. And these two have found a way to meet each other yet again, this time for all the marbles.
So here we go, Delbarton in their home white, trimmed with green and black, and Don Bosco Prep in their road maroon, the lower seed in this non-public tournament. Don Bosco defeating St. John Vianney 6-0. Bishop Eustace 8-4, and Pope John in the semifinals 5-0. And Delbarton with wins over Montclair, Kimberly Academy, Bergen Catholic, and CBA in the semifinals. An impressive victory over the Colts 6-3. We're underway, and a big hit immediately on the near side boards by Michael Gordon of Delbarton. Bosco skating right to left on your screen, but the Green Wave have the puck in the Bosco zone right here. Here's Jack Malone as he knifes between 3 defenders, and then Mickey Burns flips it up towards center ice where it's played here by Delbarton.
And Lou, there's a popular thought here at Menon Arena today leading up to this game. how important that first goal is. If Bosco gets it, it's game on. If Delbarton gets it, they are so good with the lead.
Delbarton just stifling defensively with the lead. And that's what they did to CBA. They got the lead in the semifinal, Dylan, and they just really put the tourniquet on. There was no chance really for the Colts in the third period. Here's a steal by Don Bosco's C.J. McGee. And the puck comes to center ice. Delbarton's got it at the blue line. Here's a beautiful pass in front. Backhand shot by Siffringer. Just goes wide. And then that shot goes off the side of the net. And again, Siffringer trying to poke it by Alexei Masenko, which is tough to do. Masenko, one of the top goalkeepers, not only in the tri-state, but in the nation. And this one is taken away by Bosco across the blue line. Ironmen bring it up, and a good check delivered there by Hunter Macy. Shot, score! Bosco takes the lead. The Ironmen strike first.
Yeah, and it looks like it was Tyler Nielsen with the goal in front of the net. We just finished saying how important the first goal is and how big it is, especially for the Ironmen. They do get it. This now should be a sensational game.
Nielsen, his 12th goal of the year, and none bigger than that. With 13:22 remaining in the first period, Don Bosco Prep leads it 1-0. Troy Coburn, the goalie for Delbarton, with a 94% save percentage. But Bosco gets one off him early, and the Ironmen take the lead. Here comes Bosco across center ice. That one whistles by Coburn and heads to the corner. Played there by Delbarton, and they come out. Malone feeds it up ahead as he finds Danny Colon. In the corner, Benamarito overskates the puck momentarily. Then Malone back to Benamarito. Burns on Benamarito. There's an all-star matchup right there, no question. Two of the top players in the Garden State. Burns trying to free the puck in the corner, and it's taken by Malone. Here's Jack Malone, who circles around. He feeds it outside. Then back behind the goal, played by Boslin. Andrew Boslin has had a terrific year for the Green Wave. Michael Gordon flips it across to Jalen Kaplan, but it's out of the zone, and Delbarton has to retreat.
Lou, in the last meeting between these two teams, a 3-0 win by Delbarton. It took Bosco almost a full 3 periods just to get into a flow offensively. So obviously this is huge for Greg Toskos' team, and there's another save by Alexei Masenko.
Alexei Masenko, a first-team All-State goalkeeper, 94% save percentage, 1.42 goals against average. He's got 7 shutouts on the year for the Ironmen.
Yet it was Troy Coburn, his counterpart, who got the shutout the last time these two teams met.
Coburn, as Dylan just mentioned, at the other end has had a terrific year as well. 432 saves on the year. This comes up along the far side boards, and Delbarton trying to dump it out. Nick Hahn sends it to the blue line. And then Falavine gets to it for the Green Wave. He goes to center ice, and here's Jack McGuire. McGuire takes a shot that's deflected in front. Falavine chases down in the corner. Delbarton trying to center, but it comes out towards the blue line, where it is dumped back in by Andrew Nessel, and then Bosco comes out of there with it. Poked ahead for the Ironman, Toby DiPaolo. It goes behind the goal, played by Andrew Nessel of Delbarton. He comes on the near side boards and then goes to Jack McGuire. McGuire has it knocked away from him, and Coburn has to come over and stick it aside. Big hit delivered on the far side. In front, here's a shot that goes up over the crossbar as Kanishi wound up and took that shot. Right now, Bosco very aggressive here in the early going against the Green Wave.
Oh, without a doubt. They are buzzing right now, and you get sense that they're full of confidence from that opening goal by Nielsen at 1:38 of this first period.
I mentioned Delbarton has been hot coming into this game. They've won 9 straight. In the state tournament, they've outscored opponents 21-4 in their 3 games. Shot from the blue line. Puck is loose in front. The rebound, and then Coburn makes the stop. An opportunity there for Tyler Sedlak, but he could not put it home. And then Cologne takes a shot up against the boards. And whistle. Let's see what we have
I think
here.
it was just offside.
Just offside.
And that opportunity, Luke, came from just a clean face-off win by Nielsen. And that really set things up. He is such a terrific center.
So the face-off outside the blue line, played here by the Ironmen, on to the stick of C.J. McGee, and he sends it up ahead. Giving chase then is Michael Gordon behind the goal. He tries to deliver to Kaplan. Benamarito flips it up towards center ice and puts it right on the stick of Andrew Boslin. He flips it into the corner, and getting back there defensively for Bosco is C.J. McGee. And now Malone. Malone so quick to the puck. He goes outside, and the shot in front stopped by Masenko, and he's able to hang on.
Now, Lou, of course, a Bosco lead doesn't necessarily guarantee a win against Delbarton. If you remember back in their first meeting, December 13th, a 3-1 Delbarton win. Bosco led 1-0 after one on a Liam McGlinskey goal. And Bosco outshot Delbarton 9-1 in that first period.
Yeah, brilliant third period for the Green Wave in that one. A game that was seen right here on News 12 Varsity. Here's a shot. No, thought that Hunter Macy was going to crank it up. Instead, Nessel took the shot, and that was deflected. Now Macy lets it crank, and it whistles wide of the goal. Bosco trying to clear it out, but Delbarton keeps it in, and Benamarito with a beautiful job stick handling, keeps the puck and flips to Malone. Jack Malone kicks it ahead, still has the puck. Malone, Benamarito flips it in front to Malone, who took a swipe at it and just went wide of the goal.
And this line really is so productive, and you could see that they just have that second sense where they just can feel where each other will be, where they should be. Benamarito and Malone, that's one of the best 1-2 combinations in the Tri-State.
Face-off comes to the right of Alexei Masenko, the senior goalie. What a career he has had for the Ironmen. Here's an opportunity. Hunter Macy has his shot blocked, and then it's a race for the puck as Thomas Reed did a good job to chase down that puck.
Yeah, Reed's also the one who had the block, and we've seen a few guys. Reed, that time, C.J. McGee earlier, as a few guys have sacrificed the body for the sake of their team.
9 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the first period. Don Bosco Prep, another great year for them. The Ironmen won the Bergen County Championship for the 5th time in a row.
Yeah, they beat Glenrock doing so.
Yeah, and Delbarton, Gordon Cup champs, beat Pope John, their 7th Gordon Cup title. Shot is deflected in front, taken here by Bosco across center ice and flipped up ahead there by John Campamanosi. Campamanosi, an outstanding player as well, Division I player. Up across center ice, you can see Siffinger trying to get to that puck, and Bosco skating with Delbarton. They're right there with the Green Wave here in this first period. Big hit behind the boards. Mickey Burns tries to take it away. Siffinger pokes it loose, but Bosco has it. Here's the shot. Kick save by Coburn. The rebound loose in front, and it comes back outside to Danny Colon.
And that was Campamanosi with the shot, the Quinnipiac bound junior.
Here's Delbarton on the far side. Michael Gordon. Gordon across center ice has his pocket picked by Tsubasa Konishi. Outstanding defensive play. And Gordon gets to the loose puck and sends it ahead. Malone trying to chase it down. And it comes back to center ice where it's played by Tyler Sedlak. He flips it behind the goal. 8:05 remaining in the first period. It has been end-to-end action, as you might expect here, between these two outstanding teams.
Oh, yeah, and, we just saw Coburn a moment ago try to play the puck behind the net. He's got to be careful. Again, we mentioned the lively boards last night. And what a diving stop. And he could, if he tries to get himself around the boards, he's got to make sure he gets that puck.
The puck again comes behind the goal where it's taken there by Bayard Hall. He sends it up ahead and on to the stick of Malone. Here's Malone. Malone on the right wing trying to break through two defenders, and the puck goes high up off the net and out of play behind the goal. 7:27 remaining in the first period. 1-0 Don Bosco Prep here in the non-public championship. And a good crowd, another good crowd on hand here today. This was a 4:30 in the afternoon start, so pretty impressive crowd for the afternoon.
I'll tell you what, Lou, I got here sometime around 3, and there was already a line outside of Menon Arena to get in.
And, of course, there was a great crowd here last night as well for Ridge and Watchung Hills in the Public A Championship, won by the Red Devils.
Yeah, you read Sean Riley's story on News12Varsity.com, and he had it at 2,200 people here. I mean, you can't get many more into Menon Arena.
And Dylan, not only was it a large crowd, it was a boisterous, electrifying crowd as well.
By the way, I knew this would happen as soon as I mentioned Quinnipiac, Amanda Puglisi on Long Island. Very excited about the mention for the Bobcats. Sent me a text, go Bobcats. She, of course, a proud alum of Quinnipiac. Big supporter of their hockey program.
Face-off will come down in the Delbarton end. Shots on goal in favor of Bosco, 5-3 early on. The Delbarton students in full throat, as usual, rooting on their green wave.
Yeah, both sides are as expected.
Here's Tom Reed. He's got it. Nice pass right onto the stick of Liam McClinsky, but Delbarton does an outstanding job defensively at center ice to poke it away. Then a check delivered on the near side there by Mike Balzerati of Delbarton. Into the corner it goes. Sifringer plays it there for the green wave. Gordon flips it up and out of play.
Yeah, this is another level. That's a penalty. It's not on the high school level. It just results in a face-off. Should be out of the zone.
6:06 left in this first period. And the face-off will come to the right of Troy Coburn. Senior goalie, another great year for him. You have the two best goalkeepers in the state, by the way, in this game. Masenko was first team All-State, and Coburn was second. Can't get much better than that.
No.
Bosco, cross center ice. Into the corner, played behind the goal there by Bayard Hall. Green Wave have not been able to get their offense going so far. Bosco doing a great job defensively. Graham Galarsko sends it across to Schweikert. TJ Schweikert sends it up the ice. And Hall chases down on the near side. He flips to center, but it's intercepted by UVM-bound Mickey Burns. Another Division I player heading to Vermont to play for the Catamounts.
Yeah, I spoke to Mickey about that. That process, that recruiting process, happened in about a span of a month. He had a great last season, had a great off season as well with his travel team as the puck heads out, and then all of a sudden, it's UConn, it's a few other schools, but he took the visit to Vermont, and he said he just fell in love. It was a great program, a great fit, and he's certainly very excited about that.
Well, Burns, only a junior. He's only the second player to reach 100 points in his career as a junior at Don Bosco Prep. Now sixth all-time on their scoring list, 102 points. 4 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the first period. Bosco has a 1-0 lead. Here comes Delbarton, flipped up ahead, across into the corner. Jack McGuire had it. Green Wave trying to set something up. They come back to the blue line where it's played by Nick Hahn. Hahn goes into the corner, and skating there for Bosco, Tristan Fries. Dangerous pass right in front of Masenko, in front of the crease. And Bosco comes out of there with it. 3-on-2 opportunity here for the Ironmen. Up ahead to Graham Galasco. And it's knocked out by Delbarton to center ice. Trying to chase it down is McGuire, Jack McGuire. It's a change for Delbarton, so McGuire didn't have any help in the offensive zone. 3 minutes and 55 seconds remaining in the first period in front of a big crowd here at Menin Arena for the non-public championship. Varsity behind the goal for Delbarton. And the Green Wave try to work out again. That pass too far, though, for Danny Colon. And again, Bosco knocks it away. Delbarton now brings it in. Nice pass in front. Siffringer takes a shot, and then Benamarino trying to clean up after that. Went off the shoulder of Masenko.
Yeah, great save by Masenko on the backhand in front. That's prime real estate. Puck goes out. Again, with 3:18 left in this first period.
Puck flipped off the top of the glass. And face-off will come just outside the blue line. Mickey Burns comes in to take the face-off for Bosco, but Delbarton controls. And the Green Wave send it up ahead. Benamarino swipes at it and sends it behind the goal. Trying to chase it down there for the Iron Man, John Campamanosi.
Yeah, some great moves just to get out of trouble and allow the Ironman to clear the zone.
Delbarton retreats. Green Wave defensemen among the best that you will see on the high school level. Do a great job of controlling the puck. They're very much in control on the backline defense. Jalen Kaplan flips it up into the corner. Malone trying to dig it out, but Bosco comes out of there with it. Burns sends a pass across onto the stick of George Weiner, and a huge hit delivered by Delbarton on the far side. And here come the Green Wave. Malone across center ice. Malone across the blue line. Malone into the corner, has it knocked away. Good defensive play by Reed. Green Wave flip it around the boards. Benamarino digs it out there, comes back outside to Hall. Bayard Hall takes the shot, and Masenko makes the save.
And you can see some extracurriculars as the hitting is starting to heat up between the two teams. Thus far, no penalties, though.
2 minutes and 8 seconds left here in the first. 1-0, Bosco on top. Face-off controlled by Delbarton as Varsity took a quick shot. There's another quick shot that's deflected in front. Hall gets the rebound, sends it into the corner, tries to feed Siffringer there, and then it comes back outside to played by Konishi of Don Bosco Prep. He sends it across, and C.J. McGee gives chase. Now it's taken away by Delbarton. Here's an opportunity for the Green Wave, but that one never gets all the way through as Siffringer tried to shoot it on Masenko.
Great job by Kanishi as well, back checking, making sure that Delbarton didn't get a 2-on-1.
And the puck flipped all the way down. This will be an icing with 1:27 remaining in the first. And the Ironmen with a 1-0 lead.
And once again, that goal scored by Tyler Nielsen is 12th at 1:38 of this first period.
Just the second goal of the season scored by Bosco against Delbarton. Remember, Bosco won the first meeting 3-1 and then shut out the Green Wave 3-0 in the second game.
Yeah, they did not meet up in the Gordon Cup, which was won by Delbarton.
7th Gordon Cup title for the Green Wave. Of course, Delbarton's won 7 Gordon Cups, and here at the Menin Arena, they won 18 Menin Cups in this building. Before
Yeah, I'm not sure if Bruce Chattel has them, but they have the keys to this building, that's for sure.
Yeah, since they, of course, before they joined the Gordon Conference, they were in the Menin division.
And I think
they
all
dominated.
Those, yeah, I think Morris Knowles and Mo Baird and all those are like, thanks a lot, see ya.
They were happy to see Delbarton go.
We'll help you pack.
56 seconds remaining. A little bit of a hit after the whistle, and the Delbarton student body got excited, but no call.
Doesn't take much to get him excited.
There's the face-off to the right of Troy Coburn. Won by the Green Wave. And a nice pass all the way around the boards to Benamarino. He skates in, feeds in front to Boslin, back to Benamarino, who tried to shovel it in past Masenko, went to the side of the net. Then Malone trying to keep it alive behind the goal. Ironmen get to the puck, and it's flipped up to center ice, but right there is Delbarton to get to it. Here's Malone. Malone goes to Jalen Kaplan, and Gordon skates back. Almost a giveaway there. Malone gets to the loose puck at center ice. Just 18 seconds left in the first period. Malone across the blue line. Great skating here by Malone, and he whistles a shot that goes up high and over the crossbar. Then Benamarino trying to take it away. Just 3 seconds, and the period will come to an end. So a very successful first period for Don Bosco Prep. And the Bosco fans on their feet. They lead it by the score of 1-0.
Yeah, and in goal, not that we're surprised, Masenko has been spectacular so far for Bosco. They certainly don't seem to have any nerves of being in the championship game, and they had a great first period.
So our score after one here in the non-public championship. Don Bosco Prep 1, Delbarton 0. Second period upcoming on News 12, Varsity's Game Time.
Who will rise higher, dunk harder, and go farther? The playoffs are here. Tune to News 12 Varsity all postseason long.
Welcome back to News 12, Varsity's Game Time. Lou Brogno along with Dylan Butler here at the Menon Arena, the 2017 non-public New Jersey State Championship game. Don Bosco Prep leading Delbarton 1-0 after the first period, and Bosco striking first. It was Nielsen with the goal. Tyler Nielsen got the goal, his 12th of the season from Campamanosi. 1:38 of the first period, and that's the only scoring so far. Shots on goal in that first period, dead even. Bosco and Delbarton tied at 6, so a strong first period, Dylan, for the Ironmen.
Yeah, just about as good as you could hope. I think if you are Greg Toskos' team, you are solid defensively. Masenko was great, and you got that first goal. So we'll see how they build on that now.
So here we go. Second period begins in front of a huge crowd here at the Menon Arena on this Monday afternoon. Delbarton will skate right to left on your screen in period number 2. Here's Jack Malone, gets to the puck here for the Green Wave. And the Cornell-bound sophomore sends it up ahead, gets the puck back at the blue line. He centers in front, backhand shot goes to the side of the net. Green Wave had it set up nicely, he just couldn't get a good shot off. Now the puck comes all the way down the ice, and giving chase is Liam McClinsky, and it'll be an icing call. Face-off will come back in the Bosco zone. Don Bosco Prep, coached by Greg Toskos, as we said, in his 11th season. A Bosco grad, played college hockey at Boston College. All-time leading scorer, by the way, for Don Bosco. 229 points. He's at the top of that scoring list. We mentioned Mickey Burns before, who's 6th on that list. He's got a little ways to catch his coach.
I'll tell you, he scores like he did this year. That record might fall in a year's time.
He certainly has had an outstanding career, Burns, as Coach Toskos did as well. Here comes Delbarton quickly across center ice. Nick Siffringer sends it across. Here's a quick shot by Bayard Hall that is blocked in front. Siffringer working hard in the corner. Flips it back outside to Danny Colon, and now here come the Ironmen. Tyler Sedlak across the blue line. Sedlak takes a shot that just goes wide. He gets his own rebound and tracks it down in the corner. Tries to flip it then back to Tyler Nielsen, but it comes back outside to the near corner, and that one dangerously through the crease as Coburn kind of sticked it aside. Siffringer's pass goes through the legs of Cologne, and then Siffringer gets over there, delivers a hit in the corner. A centering pass. Balzerati tried to deliver in front, and Bosco skates up quickly. Here comes Graham Bosco, who sends it towards the front of the goal, intercepted by Delbarton, and Siffringer takes a check at center ice by Campamanosi.
Yeah, he has been physical so far. Campamanosi has, and he's finishing his checks, doing a great job on the defensive side of the puck tonight.
That's shoveled ahead there by Pat Harrington of Delbarton. Across the ice it goes. Thomas Reed able to corral it there for Bosco, and he comes on the near side to Tristan Fries, who sends it ahead. Delbarton, backline defense. Nick Hahn over to Andrew Nessel. Nessel delivers near side, and Harrington again delivers to center ice. 12:25 remaining second period. Bosco with a 1-goal lead. Here is Harrington. Harrington, good pass to Falavine, takes a shot and scores! James Falavine rifles one past Masenko, and we're tied at 1.
Oh, you are so right, Lou. What a wrist shot. Glove side. That was just on fire, that shot. I'm surprised the net wasn't scorched. And what a response. Almost the same point of the first that Bosco took the 1-0 lead. Delbarton responds in the second.
For the sophomore, James Falavine, his 7th goal of the year. And he ties the game at 1 with 12:21 remaining here in the second period. Well, Dylan, in between the periods, off air, we talked about the next goal being scored, how important it was. And obviously huge for Delbarton as they're right back in the game.
Yeah, I think that if Bosco had scored the second with Masenko in goal, I mean, that gives you such a cushion. But instead, now it's a new game.
Puck comes to center ice, and it's flipped to the side of the goal by TJ Schweigert. And giving chase is Malone. Look at Malone skate. He gets to the corner, but good job by Schweigert defensively for Bosco to get there as well. Now the puck taken by Andrew Boslin at center ice, intercepted by Bosco's Kanishi. Kanishi puts it in the corner to McClinsky, and then a big hit delivered behind the goal as Coburn covers up. 11:27 remaining in the second period. Delbarton and Don Bosco Prep tied at 1. Face-off comes to the left of Troy Coburn. Bosco trying to deliver in front. And swiping at the puck on the near side is Tyler Sedlak. Now in front, and that just misses its intended target. Now Delbarton skates out with it. Here's Siffringer, puts the brakes on. He feeds to Cologne. Danny Cologne takes the shot, and it just goes off the shoulder of Masenko.
Yeah, Cologne did such a great job just towing the blue line, making sure that he stayed onside, which then actually gave him some open space to shoot with.
Bosco with the puck at center ice, stolen by Delbarton, but then the Ironmen get back on it. Campamanosi. Campamanosi skates in front, and the puck knocked away. Thought I heard a whistle, but no whistle blown, and Bosco still has possession of the puck.
Yeah, great job by Coburn there just to poke check the puck away.
Siffringer sends it along the far side boards and poked ahead by Delbarton. Bosco goes back to play it at center ice. On the near side, Tristan Fries. The Delbarton student body with a Falavine chant. A little delayed, but he'll take it.
Maybe they were checking that program to make sure who had it.
On the near side, played by Bosco at center ice. And gloved by Harrington. Harrington takes it across the blue line. He takes the shot that's sticked aside by Masenko.
Harrington picked up that assist on Falavine's goal.
Puck comes all the way down the ice, and that'll be an icing call. Of course, Delbarton coached, as we said, by Bruce Chattel in his 16th season. Hall of Fame coach for Delbarton. Played his high school hockey at Morristown, then Providence College. And, of course, his dad a Hall of Famer as well in baseball, who his dad passed away in 2011, the late Harry Chattel. 752 wins on the baseball diamond. And of course, Bruce Dillon is the baseball coach at Delbarton, so tomorrow he'll be back in between the lines.
Yeah, win or lose.
It's
let's
right to
hope
baseball.
He's got some good weather tomorrow.
Yeah. Delbarton chases it down, sends it to center ice. 9 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in the second period in the non-public state championship game. Taken away. What a job by Malone. And then Boslin trying to feed Malone in front. Malone gets it back, tries to wrap around. Look at the work by Jack Malone.
Yeah, and it's the strength that he has, too, where he was not getting knocked off the puck.
Jalen Kaplan takes a shot. Rebound comes back outside. Benamarino takes a rifle shot. And Masenko makes the stop.
Masenko doing a great job tonight, as he usually does. Has made 9 saves on the night. And you see there, just letting the pads absorb the puck and not give up a big rebound.
Cologne wins the faceoff for Delbarton, and it's taken away by Bosco. Here come the Ironmen quickly up the ice. Kanishi delivers in front. Sedlak takes the shot. That goes wide. Intercepted by Kanishi. He blasts one. That's gloved by Cobran.
Yeah, Cobran saw that puck the entire way. Kanishi's slap shot gobbled up by his glove.
So the faceoff to the left of Troy Cobran, controlled by Delbarton. This is Bayard Hall who sends it up ahead. Intercepted by Bosco at center ice and flipped in. Cobran goes over to play it in the corner. He tries to dish it outside, and it gets by Campamanosi at center ice. And giving chase was Danny Cologne. It's intercepted cross ice and dumped back in. Cologne hanging out up there. Almost got to the puck. Siffringer does a great job to knock it loose in the corner. Siffringer still has it. Siffringer has it taken away from him by Campamanosi. Kept in by Hall at the blue line, and that puck is knocked away. Up ahead comes Bosco. Ryan McClinsky has it poked away from him. Now Delbarton coming back the other way. Siffringer across the blue line. Siffringer lets one fly up over the crossbar. Poked ahead by Harrington. Nick Hahn trying to get there at the blue line for Delbarton, and finally Mickey Burns gets to it for Bosco.
Tonight, I am so impressed with the defensive work of John Campamanosi. And you can see that's probably the role he's going to play when he goes to the next level at Quinnipiac.
Puck poked away there. Liam McClinsky trying to get to it. McClinsky had a big game in the semifinals. Comes back to the blue line, and Burns, quick turnaround, let a shot fly towards the goal. Giving chase Jack McGuire for Delbarton, and he delivers a check to Kanishi into the boards. Puck comes all the way down the ice where it's played by Michael Gordon, one of the top defensemen in the Garden State. Up ahead, it goes to Falavine. To Malone. Malone trying to deliver in front, but Bosco able to knock the puck away. Andrew Boslin frees it up in front. Benamarino swiping at it. Malone, the rebound, and Masenko covers up. And then afterwards, a little pushing and shoving as Boslin got hit from behind by one of the Bosco players. And the officials do a good job. They get right in there and restore order.
Yeah, before this little skirmish, I was going to say the refs have done a great job tonight, Lou, and they know it's a physical game. They know that there's a lot on the line, and they've held their whistles. They've let the guys play, and they've certainly been consistent with that, which you like to see.
6:17 remaining in the second period. Shots on goal in favor of Bosco, 12-11. Malone tries to deliver in front to Boslin, and the puck flies up in the air towards center ice. Going back to play at his Hall. Up ahead, it goes to Malone. He goes cross ice. Benamarino, beautiful play. Onside across the blue line. Benamarino circles around, comes back outside to Hall. Hall takes the shot, deflected in front. Campamanosi has the puck here for the Ironmen, and he flips it up ahead. It bounces on a couple of hops in front of Coburn, and he makes the stop. .5:44 remaining in the second period. Delbarton and Bosco tied at 1. Face off to the right of Coburn. Controlled by the Ironmen. Here's a shot that's deflected in front. Never quite got to Coburn. C.J. McGee unable to keep it in, so offside the call. Face-off comes outside the blue line. Ironmen flip it in. Now Danny Colon couldn't get anything on that pass. Nessel goes over to get it, swipes it towards center ice. Ironmen dump it up ahead into the Delbarton zone. Nick Hahn goes back to play it there defensively, and Cologne now at the blue line puts it right on the stick of Siffringer. Siffringer again puts the brakes on. His cross ice pass is deflected. Good job defensively by Toby DiPaolo.
Yeah, DiPaolo, one of their captains, just getting his stick in the passing lane, deflecting it away.
Now intercepted by Siffringer, dumps it ahead. Cologne gives chase. Getting back there defensively, TJ Schweikert of Bosco. And the Ironmen able to dump it back out and back into the Delbarton end. 4.5 remaining second period. 1-1 the score here in the state championship game. Benamarino has it knocked away as he tried to deliver a pass to Boslin. Now skating out Ryan McClinsky. McClinsky gives chase behind the goal. Takes a check. Delbarton comes out of there with the puck. Up ahead is Boslin. Boslin races across the blue line. Gets around a defender. Sets it to Benamarino, but his pass is intercepted by the Ironmen. Ryan McClinsky, 3-on-2 Bosco. McClinsky can't control the puck as it slides off his stick.
And Delbarton, they make you try to be perfect with a 3-on-2, and Malone did a great job skating back, breaking that up once that initial pass wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Andrew Boslin flips it behind the goal, and is played there by Campamanosi of Bosco. 3.5 remaining in the second period. Michael Gordon with the puck, flips it across to Malone. Malone draws 2 defenders, shovels it ahead. Intercepted by Bosco, then re-intercepted by Delbarton. And offside is the call. So again, face-off will come outside the zone. 3:22 remaining second period, 1-1. Ironmen in the Green Wave.
Another big crowd here at Menin. We expect it to be pretty big here tonight, too, for the nightcap. The Public B Championship between Wall from down the shore and Glen Rock.
And one of those two teams will win their first ever state championship. So it should be an exciting night for the Panthers and the Crimson Knights.
Yeah, you've already got one champion crowned, of course, last night. Ridge beating Watchung Hills right here at Menin Arena.
And in case you missed it, that was a terrific game. Ridge won by the score of 2-1.
Well, if you did, you could watch the replay right
Absolutely.
here on News 12 Varsity.
It's worth watching, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Pass up ahead onto the stick of Benamarino. So quick, he brings it up, but it's intercepted there by the Ironmen. Tristan Fries, he's got it across center ice. Dishes up ahead, try to feed it to Sedlak. 2:51 remaining in the second period.
Yeah, some stoppages now after we had a pretty good flow of play. A few icings and another face-off to the left of Masenko.
Face off to the left of Masenko, right in front of the Delbarton student body. Intercepted by Bosco. Here come the Ironmen. Up ahead is Toby DiPaolo. He flips behind the boards, behind the goal rather, into the boards. Comes back outside, played here by Schweikert. And DiPaolo chases down here for the Ironmen. Looking, holding, looking. Goes across Schweikert. Schweikert being played by Falavine, who came out on him defensively. And then Falavine, the lone goal scorer for Delbarton, sends it up ahead. McGuire takes the shot that deflects off of Bosco's stick and up out of play.
Yeah, into the netting and right in front of our Dan Savarino, who is there with Chris Petricaro. We've got, there he is, there's Dan. He'll do the post-game interviews for us. Chris getting some great shots that we'll use on morning skate, of course, and we've got the whole crew here. We've got Sean Riley as well, Josh Drebsky, the producer, cameraman, Lou. We've got the all-star team here.
And this is Delbarton off the face-off. Green wave come up across the blue line, and Bosco takes it away momentarily, then poked right ahead again by Delbarton. Bosco having a hard time getting things going here in the second period. Delbarton has been tough to the loose pucks in period number 2.
Another icing going the other way, and kind of feel that since that Delbarton goal, which happened all the way back at 2:39 of this period, that momentum has gone the way of the Green Wave.
Face-off is to the left of Coburn, won by Bosco, but that pass misses. Now breakaway opportunity. The shot, score! Benamarito.
What
Mark
a goal.
Benamarito with a backhanded shot beats Masenko, and Delbarton takes a 2-1 lead.
And Lou, you mentioned it kind of came out of nothing, where Benamarito just skated on to a loose puck and suddenly found himself in a breakaway. And man alive, did the senior out of Roxbury not miss. Goes top shelf. And then a great celly to boot as well.
His 23rd goal of the year. And now Delbarton up by 1. It's 2-1. That shot knocked away by Coburn. Bosco trails for the first time today. Puck shoveled along the far side boards, and here's Sifringer. Sifringer across the blue line. His shot is deflected in front and goes out of play.
The chant, see, I'm a big soccer guy, so I get all these chants at the Delbarton fan base. They're saying, you're not singing over there.
Right.
We're still singing over here.
Right.
We talked about deciphering chants like that. That's an easy one, and
that's an easy
a PG one too that you can decipher.
Knocked away. Here comes Bosco. They have a 2-on-1. McClinsky takes the shot, and the net comes loose. So the goal comes loose, and that stops play.
Yeah, it looked like the other McClinsky came crashing into the net, and he was looking, that's Ryan, looking for a penalty that was not called. Yet to have a penalty called here in this, I keep saying tonight, I'm so used to night games, this afternoon.
54 seconds left here in this second period. The officials,
yeah, they're having a conversation.
I'm not sure exactly why.
I wonder if
Maybe
it's just a matter of where the face-off is.
Right. Well, it's just outside the blue line here. Delbarton with 2 second period goals, and the Green Wave with a 1-goal lead. They're up 2-1 here in this championship game. Up ahead is Malone. Takes a big hit into the boards by Campamanosi.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he's been physical. He's been tough. That's what you want from that defensive type of forward. He's finishing every check tonight.
27 seconds left in the second period. Delbarton up by 1. Green Wave trying to win their 12th state championship. Delbarton wins the faceoff. Backhand shot deflected in front. 15 seconds left. Here is a shot, gloved by Masenko. Wicked shot by Jalen Kaplan.
Yeah, he had the shot, and then they were going for a deflection in front with Siffinger, but Masenko was able to see it all the way.
Face off to the left of Masenko. Controlled by the Ironmen, but it does actually get out of the zone, and then Hunter Macy has to chase it down.
And the puck was hit, looked like for the high sticks, so we'll have a deep face-off.
In the Delbarton end with 4.5 seconds remaining. Off the face-off, quick shot deflected in front, another quick shot, and the Green Wave able to cover up. Second period comes to an end. It's a second period dominated by Delbarton. Green Wave scored 2 goals in the period, and they have a 2-1 lead.
Yeah, it sets up what should be a great third period. Bosco the better of the first, Delbarton the better of the second. It's going to come down to the final 15 minutes.
Third period upcoming here in the state championship game here on News 12 Varsity's Game Time.
The love, yeah, it's in our souls. The passion, it's in the cheers. And in that pivotal moment, we live and die with every pass, block, steal, and game-winning dunk. And we wouldn't want it any other way. Don't miss a minute. Download the News 12 Varsity app today.
Welcome back to the Menin Arena, the 2017 non-public New Jersey State Championship game at Delbarton, leading Don Bosco Prep by the score of 2-1. Bosco took the early lead in this one in the first period. It was Tyler Nielsen with the goal from Campamanosi, 1:38 of the first period. Ironmen led 1-0. They took that lead into the locker room going into the second, but in the second, Falavine with a rifle shot, his 7th goal of the year from Harrington to tie the score at 1. Then on a breakaway, Benamarino, his 23rd unassisted. Delbarton leads it 2-1. They're 15 minutes away from their 12th state championship, but there's a long way to go here. Bosco only down by a goal. Ironmen making their 3rd appearance in the state championship. They've never won the title. They lost in 2013 to Delbarton. And Delbarton, as we said, is 111. Dylan, they've won 9 of the last 16. And of course, they're trying to win back-to-back as they beat CBA last year. They did win 6 straight at one point in their great history. Imagine this, 6 straight between 2008 and 2013.
And again, it's the hardest one to win. Again, no disrespect to the public A and B, but it's so hard to win the non-public, yet Delbarton has made that a rite of passage every March.
Well, Bosco needs a goal, of course, to tie. They're down 2-1.
Yeah, we talked about that between periods, in the first intermission, we talked about how important it was that next goal. The same is true here. It's even more important now if it goes to Delbarton, they are so good defensively. You got to figure 3-1 holds up, and if it's Bosco again, then it's a brand new ball game.
Bosco tries to clear it out. It comes over to Kanishi, and he sends it up ahead. Goes under the stick of Balzerati and going back to play at Bayard Hall. Hall is some impressive young defenseman. He's only a freshman, number 2 for Delbarton out there. He plays like a senior.
That's the thing, too, for Delbarton. You look at their lineup, and so many of their better players are so young. That team last year that won it, they were led very much by their seniors. And now you've got guys like Malone and, I mean, so many young guys.
Yeah, I believe only 5 seniors on the roster for Delbarton this season. So Bruce Chattel's got to be feeling pretty good about the next couple of years here with the Green Wave. But he's not thinking about that now. Right now, he's thinking about this next 13 minutes, trying to capture another state title. Bosco with an opportunity in front, and it's knocked away by Coburn. Oh, Bosco, what an opportunity. And Ryan McClinsky upset. I thought he was going to break his stick over his knee afterwards.
Yeah, he was right there on the doorstep, and I think there was a little bit of a hook, too, which is maybe even more reason to be upset. Nothing was called. And again, now the face-off to the left of Coburn.
That was a rare Delbarton mistake. They let the puck loose in front. Bosco almost made them pay. Up ahead, played at center ice here by George Wiener of Bosco. Knocked away by Benna Marino. He is just so quick. Flips it into the corner. Ironmen trying to get it out of their own end. Kanishi with a pass that's intercepted, and Benna Marino took the shot. Masenko made the save of the game right there. As Bosco gave it away, and Benna Marino, he just unleashed a shot that was a rocket.
Well, he had a rocket on the backhand that was a goal in that second period, and we've seen teams now both, right, exchange kind of rare mistakes in their own defensive zone.
So Masenko keeps the Ironmen in the game right there with a brilliant save. Ironmen trying to get it out of their own end. As Graham Garlasco sends it to center ice. Now Bosco brings it in, but they're offside. So face-off will come outside the blue line. 12:23 remaining in the third period. Delbarton has a 2-1 lead. Bosco wins the face-off. C.J. McGee sends it across. And Hunter Macy goes back to play it here for the Green Wave. Hall across to Macy. Here's Harrington, who flips it behind the goal. Going back to play it there for the Ironmen, C.J. McGee. Graham Garlasco chases behind the goal. And Macy gets back there defensively, and then that puck goes right through the crease in front of Coburn.
And you can hear the collective groan from the Don Bosco fan base.
Toby DiPaolo knocks it loose for the Ironmen, and then Delbarton flips it up towards center ice, and the Green Wave will change as Bosco goes back to play it. Campamanosi flips it up ahead. It goes past Coburn. Macy gets to it there for the Green Wave. Intercepted by Bosco. And Klinsky spun around with a pass intercepted by the Green Wave. Malone brings it across, but Delbarton is offside with 11 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the third.
Yeah, that was Macy making the interception, the junior defenseman, and he flew up through the neutral zone. Delbarton is so tough when they have the lead.
Face off, controlled by Delbarton momentarily. They've got it here. They bring it back outside. Balzerati flips it along on the near side boards. And then Gordon goes across with the pass. Jalen Kaplan flips it into the corner. Comes back outside. Kanishi intercepts for Bosco. Sends it ahead. Intercepted by Siffringer. He waits till his teammates get onside. Then he bangs it into the corner. And Campamanosi goes over to track it down there for the Ironmen. But it's intercepted again at center ice there by Hunter Macy, and he flips it back in. Ten minutes and 25 seconds remaining in the third period. Hunter Macy intercepts, brings it across the blue line here for the Green Wave. He puts the brakes on, take it away. Good job there by Schweikert of Bosco. The puck sent behind the goal, and giving chase there is George Weiner there of Bosco. Bangs it off the boards. Marino swipes at it and goes back to McGuire at center ice, and he just flips it down the ice. And again, Delbarton makes a change.
Yeah, just smart plays, knowing to keep their shifts short, and the forecheck relentless and ferocious. They are not allowing Bosco to get the puck. Another turnover and a big hit at the blue line.
Here's Burns, who backhands it to center ice.
By the way, Malone is so big and powerful that he absorbed the hit, and the Bosco guys were the one who went flying.
And Malone trying to deliver it to Boslin. Boslin centers, but nobody home there to receive that pass there for the Green Wave. Goes all the way down the ice, and Michael Gordon gets to it there for Delbarton. Center ice intercepted by the Ironmen, but they cannot seem to get it into the Delbarton end. Here Malone takes it away, takes the shot off the stick of Masenko.
And that's the thing with Delbarton, Lou. They just wear you down. They put so much pressure on you in your own defensive zone that ultimately you get some tired legs and they capitalize.
Now Bosco finally gets it across the blue line. CJ McGee. McGee has it, sends it towards the goal, and Coburn makes the glove save. 8:36 remaining here in this third period. A reminder coming up, if you're watching live at 7:30, it'll be Wall, the 13th seed, Cinderella story in Public B, going up against the number 1 seed and the 7th ranked team in the tri-state, Glen Rock. Off the face-off, Bosco wins the face-off, but again, Delbarton blocks the shot in front.
Yeah, that was Reed who had the shot. They were able to get the puck back in, but just as quickly as it was in, it is put out. However, this will be an icing against Delbarton, so the face-off will come down to the left of Troy Coburn, who hasn't had a lot of action thus far in this third period.
8 minutes, 19 seconds left in the third in the non-public state title game. Face-off controlled by the Green Wave, Hunter Macy. Goes to Cologne. Actually, Siffringer, rather. He flips it up ahead along the boards. Giving chase there, Toby DiPaolo of Don Bosco Prep. DiPaolo trying to loosen the puck, which was pinned against the boards. Now up ahead comes C.J. McGee. McGee takes a shot, and again, Coburn makes a rather easy glove save.
Yeah, second situation where we've seen Bosco get inside the blue line and then settle for a quick shot, which tells you that they're just a bit frustrated by not getting the O-zone time. So you'd rather him probably stop there, wait for other plays to come in, maybe get a deflection in front of the net.
Face-off controlled here by the Ironmen. Campamanosi trying to deliver a pass up ahead. He was trying to get it to Sedlak. And then behind the goal, it's played by Delbarton, and the Green Wave come out. Here's Malone. Dishes it up ahead, then chases it down. He was bearing in that time on Masenko. And a whistle stops play. 7:33 remaining in the third period. We still have not had a penalty called in this championship game.
Yeah, and it's not like they're not checking and battling for loose pucks. It's been what you'd want to see in a championship game. But again, great job by the officials.
In front, Masenko makes the stop. Benamarino had the puck, and then he delivered it over to Andrew Boslin. He was able to get the shot off, and Masenko another big save.
And Masenko looked behind him. He wasn't sure where the puck was at first. And Boslin, the junior from Basking Ridge, thought he had his 18th goal of the year.
Face off to the left of Alexei Masenko. Malone kind of just strolled right in. Nobody picked him up. And finally, Bosco was able to recover defensively. Jalen Kaplan behind the goal for Delbarton. Over to Gordon. Up ahead to Boslin. Now Malone. Malone across the blue line. Skates in against two defenders. And Masenko sticks it aside. 7 minutes left in the third period. It's still Delbarton 2 and Don Bosco Prep 1. Controlled at the blue line. There's a shot by Schweigert, and in front camped out was McGlinskey. Here's another shot that's deflected up front. Mickey Burns gets to it in the corner. He takes a shot from a very tough angle that goes off the shoulder of Coburn, and now Delbarton breaks out 3-on-1. Here's Malone. Malone waiting in front and tried to feed it to Cologne, but it went off his stick.
Yeah, that was a tougher pass. Siffinger was maybe the better option in front of the net.
And Bosco coming back the other way. McClinsky, Ryan McClinsky flips it into the zone. It's a broken stick out there. Delbarton gets to the puck, flips it out towards center ice. Campamanosi sends it towards the goal, but well up high over the crossbar and up against the glass. 5 minutes, 55 seconds left. Third period of the championship game. Delbarton leads it by the score of 2-1. Boslin, his pass is on to the stick of Cologne. Danny Cologne trying to get around a defender, picked up by Balzerati, who got a shot off, and then Masenko covers up. Face-off will be to the left of first-team All-State goalie Alexei Masenko.
And it's getting late for the Ironman of Bosco.
Face-off controlled by the Ironman, but then McGuire gets over to it. Falavine gets a shot off, and Masenko makes another save. So another face-off to the left of Masenko. Again, controlled by the Ironmen behind the goal and covered up as the puck squirted away towards the goal. Masenko not taking any chances. He gloves it. Forces another face-off. Five minutes, 32 seconds left in the third period. Delbarton leads it 2-1. 2 second period goals. There's a shot that goes up high over the crossbar. Kept in though by Delbarton. Cologne lost it. Now Bosco flips it up towards center ice. Hunter Macy slaps it right back in.
And now we'll see again this forecheck of Delbarton.
Siffinger spun around, took a shot, went up off the shoulder of Masenko. Pass up the ice. Kanishi tried to catch up to it, but it's just a swarm of white jerseys back defensively for the Green Wave. Now in front, Kanishi able to get a shot off. It just went wide.
Yeah, actually, Coburn got a piece. He hasn't had to make many saves, but that one, he did a good job with the pads.
And here comes Bosco the other way. Intercepted by Benamarino. He goes to Boslin, back to Benamarino, who slides into the goal. And Masenko covers up the puck.
Yeah, if this was baseball season, he might be safe at second, but nothing else going. Good sportsmanship shown by C.J. McGee, handing Benamarito his stick back. And the faceoff will come out of the zone.
4 minutes and 29 seconds left here in the third. Faceoff controlled by Bosco. Ironmen send it up ahead, intercepted by Gordon. Michael Gordon shovels it ahead. Behind the goal, played by Wiener there of the Ironmen. And it comes across to Wiener, who sends it up ahead.
Now, again, it's so hard for Bosco just to get inside the zone. That time, a nice heart around, and they've got a chance.
In front, puck loose. Then Campamanosi almost had that one deflect in.
I'll tell you what, the deflection actually went off the leg of Liam McClinsky, and he's struggling to get back to the bench.
3:35 left in the third period. Played by Wiener, dumps it up ahead. McClinsky puts it in front to the side of the net. Coburn made the stop, but the puck came loose. Bosco working hard here. Finally, Delbarton flips it up to center ice. C.J. McGee goes back to play it for the Ironmen at the blue line. That bangs off a Mickey Burns stick, and it goes into the Delbarton end. 3 minutes and 5 seconds remaining. McGee keeps it in, deflected in front, and taken away by Balzerati of Delbarton. Then coming the other way is Cologne. He shoots, and Masenko makes the save.
Yeah, big save by Masenko, and 2:52 left. You wonder, Lou, when Toscos will call for Masenko to the bench. Maybe another 45 seconds or so.
Off the face-off, shot taken there by Zifringer. It was deflected in front. Benamarino saved it. It comes across to Hall. Hall flips it into the corner, and Cologne tries to chase it down behind the goal. Bosco desperately trying to get possession of the puck, and now they do. Kanishi across center ice. Kanishi pushes it up. Across ice it comes. Played there by Graham Garlasco, but Delbarton gets back defensively now. Bosco still has it. Here's a shot by Schweikert. It's deflected in front and then cleared all the way down the ice by the Green Wave, and it will be icing. So the face-off will come in the Delbarton end.
Yeah, Coburn had a clear vantage point at that, was able to make the save even though there was some bodies around him.
So Delbarton up 2-1, 2 minutes and 13 seconds remaining. Puck comes to Benamarino at center ice. He just backhands it straight into the Bosco end. And then Wiener goes back to play it. Campamanosi here for the Ironmen. Comes back up ahead. He does find McClinsky. And then McClinsky trying to feed it back to DePaulo, but gets away from him. Coming back the other way is Boslin. Benamarino almost able to get a shot off from close range. And Bosco the other way. 1:35 left in the third period. Ironmen.
And there goes Masenko.
Flip it up ahead, and Masenko heads to the bench. Extra skater is on here for the Ironmen. With 1:25 remaining, it's an empty net for Bosco. And Delbarton sends it all the way down the ice towards the goal. And icing is the call with 1:18 remaining.
And this is where the face-offs, Lou, becomes so important. And Delbarton has done such a great job there. You wonder if we won't see a timeout here. I think we are.
And Bosco indeed.
Yeah, and there it is,
calls
finally.
A timeout with 1:18 remaining. They'll look to try to set something up here.
Yeah, you see Greg Toscos getting to the board and working on a play. The important thing, of course, in a situation like this, Lou, you work off of two scenarios, right? You say, all right, we win the face-off, we get it back to the point, here's what we do. Then also you work on plan B. We lose the face-off, two go hard to the puck, whatever the situation might be. But both are being worked on right now. And again, such a great start for Bosco. And in the second period, Delbarton responded with the 2 goals. And that's all we've had so far. Such a clean game, such a really good game to this point.
The exact same score that we had last night in the Public A Championship. Ridge defeating Watchung Hills by the score of 2-1.
Different situation there, though, because Ridge jumped out to the 2-0 lead. And Watchung Hills scored late in the third. This time it was Bosco for the second time this season getting the lead. That happened in game 1 this year, and it was a 3-1 win.
Well, here we go. Fans here at the Menon Arena on both sides of the ice are on their feet. 1:18 remaining in the non-public state championship. There's a shot by McGee that whistles wide. Again, it's an empty net up ahead for Bosco. This one sent towards the goal by Benamarito. And Bosco will come back the other way. Ironmen bring it up across center ice. 1 minute remaining. Fed, Mickey Burns dishes in front, and it's taken by the Green Wave, sent to center ice, played by Campa Manosi. 52 seconds left in regulation. It comes up towards center ice. Burns trying to dig it out there for the Ironmen. That one skips by, and Bosco goes back to play it. 40 seconds remaining, empty net for the Ironmen. Extra skater on for Bosco. This one sent up ahead by C.J. McGee. Comes back the other way. Shot towards the goal, just misses. That shot taken there by Andrew Boslin. Bosco gets the puck. They flip it up to center ice. Now a shot taken by Gordon. Diving was Campa Manosi to stop that puck. Then this one sent behind the goal, and the Ironmen have the puck with 10 seconds remaining. They tried to flip it up ahead, but the countdown is stopped.
And that's an icing.
As an icing call will bring the face-off back to the Bosco end, and Masenko has to come back out with 4 seconds left.
Yeah, in the final moments with the extra skater, Bosco just unable to get into the offensive zone. Delbarton did such a great job. And now if you're Delbarton, you kind of simply sit on the puck. Malone at the face-off circle, and everyone is back for Delbarton.
Face-off controlled by Bosco, but the clock winds down, and that's it. Delbarton wins another state championship. 2017 state champs, their 12th in school history, their 10th in the last 17 years. And back-to-back titles for the Green Wave as they defeat Don Bosco Prep 2-1.
Yeah, a year ago, they did just this at the Prudential Center when they beat CBA. And now you see the celebration with their fan base. On the other side, it is just disbelief. Masenko in the net. He is being consoled by one teammate after another. You really have to feel for Alexei Masenko. He's done everything you would hope that he would do. And this was his chance to win a state title, and he and the Ironmen fall short.
So Delbarton improves to 27-1-2. They finished the season with 27 wins. And Don Bosco Prep, a 20-win season for them. They finished 27-1. But it's Delbarton again who raises the state championship trophy at center ice.
When it's March, it just seems Delbarton wins the championship. It happens virtually every single year. And the scary thing here is that, again, we mentioned it during the early portion, as you see the handshake and Masenko getting the hugs, and you see the respect that he gets from the opposition. Yeah. But the scary thing, Lou, is Delbarton is so young. They've got so many of these guys coming back.
Well, that was a great shot there. Mark Benamarito, the senior for Delbarton, hugging the senior Masenko. Those two have played against each other for the last 4 years. They've had some great battles, and a great moment right there. So Delbarton, once again, state champions here in New Jersey. Non-public state champs. They win it by the score of 2-1. And when we come back, Dan Savarino will be talking to the victorious Green Wave. That's up next on News 12, Varsity's Game Time.
Who will rise higher, dunk harder, and go farther? The playoffs are here. Tune to News 12 Varsity all postseason long.
Thank you very much, Lou. The champions in the non-public. And, of course, it is Delbarton, the captain right now, Mark Benamarito. And, Mark, just you look at this game overall, you're down 1-0. You come back into it. What's being said in that locker room?
We knew what we had to do. We were working all first period. We just couldn't get it in. We were getting good shots to the net. We knew we had to tighten up defensively, and that's what we did. And then we took eyes. We got more pucks to the net, and then we got 2 in.
Well, obviously, you ended up having the game winner there on that breakaway. Not the first time you've had to come back in the game winner against this Bosco team. What went through your mind when you were coming out on the breakaway there?
It was just a lost draw, and it hopped over their D stick, and then I saw it come. And I just had open ice, and then I just made a move and put it in.
Overall, I mean, with this team's effort going into the third frame, they were peppering you with shots, but nothing was really finding the cage for the most part. How did you guys stand tall in that final couple of minutes?
We locked it up in the D zone. Troy played great. Gordo and Cap, our top D pair, played great. So did the other D. And we just locked it in D and didn't give them too many good opportunities. And if they did, Troy stopped them all.
How do you compare this team to years past? I know even though it's back-to-back championships, what's different about this group?
This year we all worked together as a team. We didn't have as much talent as past teams, but we really came together and grinded out every game.
How does it feel to now raise that trophy one more time, wear that hat?
Feels better than ever.
Congratulations, Mark. Mark Benamarito, the player of the game. He had the game-winning goal. Back-to-back championships for Delbarton. Lou?
Thanks, Dan. Once again, Delbarton state champions here in 2017, their second consecutive title with 2 second-period goals. The Green Wave defeat Don Bosco Prep by the score of 2-1. For Dan Savarino, Dylan Butler, and our entire News 12 varsity team, I'm Lou Brogno. Thanks so much for joining us from the Meadow Arena in Morris Township. Once again, your final score, Delbarton 2, Don Bosco Prep 1. The Green Wave, your 2017 New Jersey non-public state champions.
The love, yeah, it's in our souls. The passion, it's in the cheers. And in that pivotal moment, we live and die with every pass, block, steal, and game-winning dunk. And we wouldn't want it any other way. Don't miss a minute. Download the News 12 Varsity app today.